Appreciate you joining us here. As Sapna was reporting, while the GST may be in limbo, we should brace ourselves for a higher service tax rate in the budget. What do you make of it?
Well, actually, I don't really expect any good news in the budget. GST is definitely not going to happen in the near future. The April 16th, 2016 deadline is gone. So the question is that will the government do any tinkering with its excise duties and service tax structure to meet the fiscal targets, or otherwise to make the tax system a little more compatible with the eventual GST as and when it happens? The increase in the service tax rate that people are speculating, to me that would be a very unfortunate and retrograde move, because the service tax today is 14%, but if you add the 0.5% Swachh Bharat cess, that cess, because it is not creditable, is equivalent to 1.5% of service tax. So the combined tax rate is already about 15.5%. Now, to increase the tax rate to 18% without GST happening is completely unwarranted in my view. It's a bad economics. And if the government really wants more revenues, they should look to broaden the base for the service tax as opposed to simply hiking the rates. And there's a scope for broadening the base for the excise duties as well as for the service tax. So that would be my preferred choice for getting more revenues from the indirect tax system.
Well, this is not a done deal yet. This is speculation, as we're pointing out. This is the buzz coming in from government officials at this point in time. A quick second question, Mr. Poddar, since you were talking about excise and the need to broad base the excise base as well. But, you know, given what we had seen the Arvind Subramaniam panel recommend as far as the demerit rate was concerned and GST being in limbo, do you foresee the possibility of a higher excise even on things like cigarettes, colas and so on and so forth in this budget?
The Arvind Subramaniam report did not really recommend higher excise on the items that you mentioned. He was simply recommending that the tax should not be lowered as a result of GST on these products.
Right.
And the higher rate was really designed to make sure that there was no break in the tax burden on these products. Now, in terms of what the government can do on the excise duty side, my preferred outcome should be narrowing the list of exemptions. So virtually all of the items in the consumer basket, leaving aside electronics, motor vehicles, and diesel and petroleum fuel, are largely exempt. There's hardly any tax on textiles. There's no tax on the food products. There's no tax on pharmaceuticals. All the educational supplies are exempt. All the health supplies are exempt. And if you keep all these exemptions, where is the...
Right.
I mean, why should you load up all the taxes on essentially items on which the tax applies are production inputs?
Sure.
So if you really want Indian producers to be more competitive in the global markets, and that's the goal of the GST, you should be lowering the tax on business inputs and increasing the tax on consumer products.
All right, Mr. Poddar, we will have to